The story begins with actress Jenna Gennaro crying out in pain. She's on the phone with someone, desperately saying, "I can't tell anyone." Strange, large black bumps have appeared on her leg. She's trying to cut them off herself. Suddenly, her dog starts barking. It seems like someone has broken into her house. A mysterious man kills Jenna. Soon after, news reports start circulating about her disappearance. The scene shifts to another actress, Samantha Lake. She's gone to meet a director for a new role. The other participants who showed up for the audition are much younger and much fitter than her. Samantha runs into a girl named Chloe. She's also here to audition. 10 years ago, Samantha used to babysit Chloe. Samantha goes inside. She thought she was just meeting with the director, but the director isn't there. The people conducting the audition ask her to audition just like everyone else. After the audition, Samantha comes home. She has psoriasis and is taking medication for it. She sits in the bathtub and starts crying. She had secretly recorded the audio of the audition panel, where they were saying that Samantha is 40 years old and the studio won't sign her. That's exactly what happens. She doesn't get the role. In fact, they advises her to lose weight and try some of the treatment options available on the market. The Shell Clinic is very popular in the market for these kinds of treatments. As she's leaving, Samantha notices advertisement boards for the Shell Clinic. After this, she asks her friend Lydia about it. Lydia has also heard about the Shell Clinic's treatments. Later, Samantha goes on a date. The guy recognizes her, saying, "I've seen you somewhere before." Samantha used to be part of a popular TV show. But when he finds out the name of the show, he says, "Yeah, it was a bad show." In the taxi, as they're getting closer, the guy touches her and notices her psoriasis. The moment he realizes, he bails out. When she gets home, Samantha watches an interview with Zoe Shannon, the CEO of Shell. She's 68 years old, but she looks incredibly young. The very next day, Samantha arrives at the Shell Clinic. As soon as she gets there, they have her sign an NDA. The co-founder, Dr. Thaddeus Brand, explains that there are many organisms on Earth that don't age, like jellyfish and lobsters, because they have a special enzyme. The doctor has created a genetically altered version of this enzyme for human cells. It can eliminate the signs of aging. But as she's heading in for the treatment, Samantha spots Chloe. She decides to leave the clinic. But a doctor named Hubert stops her, asking what happened and why she doesn't want to get the treatment. Samantha finds all of this very spooky. Dr. Hubert shows her photos of one of their burn patients, whose face healed completely after their treatment. He says, "Our treatment heals skin remarkably well. This treatment will also cure your psoriasis." Samantha asks, "Is it dangerous?" Hubert responds, "It is a surgery. There is bound to be some risks, but it is completely painless." If Samantha stays consistent with their treatment for the next 20 years, she will not look one day older than she does right now. Samantha agrees. She runs into Chloe again. Chloe got the movie role from the earlier audition, but she says she can't do that movie because she's about to get the role of Catwoman. Samantha is nervous about her treatment. Chloe reminds her, "When I was a kid you took me to swimming classes. I was really nervous. But you told me, maybe you're not as scared as you think." Chloe says, "Even today, whenever I'm nervous, I tell myself that line." And now she's said that line to Samantha. Samantha goes through with her treatment. Different types of laser treatments are performed on her. After the treatment, the doctor says everything went great and her psoriasis has cleared up as well. She's free to go for the day. Samantha is thrilled with the results. She's now much more confident. She's received an invitation to Zoe Shannon's Christmas party. Now she's able to work out even harder at the gym. In the evening, she arrives at the party. Here she was watching Zoe from across the room. Zoe noticed her too and came over to Samantha. Zoe says, "I wanted to meet you at the clinic." She tells her that when her mom was sick, they used to watch her show together. And you still look exactly the same. Zoe mentions that their treatment also increases height a little bit. Samantha didn't know about this. During dinner, Zoe is giving Samantha a lot of attention. When Samantha eats the food, she realizes it's made from Zoe's old skin. Zoe says it's very protein-rich. Samantha reluctantly continues eating it. Afterward, she starts wandering around Zoe's house. She hears sounds coming from one of the rooms. Zoe is in that room. Zoe catches Samantha peeking at her. Samantha says, "I should go. I have to feed my cat." But Zoe doesn't let her leave. She says, "I remember that the first month of the treatment was the most fun I ever had. Don't you feel that way?" Samantha says she does, but Samantha feels like she doesn't belong here because she's always the girl with the run in her tights or food in her teeth. But Zoe looks at her teeth and says, "I don't see any food in them." She tells her, "You need to get out of your head, Samantha." Zoe tells Samantha to stay in a room alone and have fun. 3 months later, she looks even more beautiful and has become more confident. Samantha keeps hanging out with Zoe. They've become good friends. Zoe praises Samantha. She even tells her a secret. "My real last name isn't Shannon, it's Zilt." Samantha also says, "Well, my name is not my real name either." They both start laughing. But one day, Lydia notices a small black bump on Samantha's neck. Dr. Hubert removes it and says, "I'll get this checked, but there's nothing to worry about." He gives Samantha some medication and his number in case she needs anything. But as she leaves, someone starts following Samantha. When she gets home, 2 police officers show up to meet with her. They ask Samantha about Chloe. Chloe is missing. The police had talked to Chloe's family, who said that Chloe and Samantha had reconnected. The police tell Samantha that if Chloe calls, she should inform them immediately. Samantha tells all of this to Zoe, who says, "Maybe they're not even real cops. They could be my competitors trying to scare my customers or get information from them." But Samantha says, "Please find out if Chloe is okay. It would just make me feel better." Zoe says, "Of course." But then Samantha notices a black bump on her wrist. While showering, she sees these black bumps on her back as well. Samantha hears something breaking in her house. She goes to check and sees that wine has been spilled. Samantha gets scared, but it's just her cat's doing. Just then, Samantha's phone rings. It's Chloe saying, "There is something wrong with me, and they are always watching." The next day, Samantha's itching has gotten worse. These black bumps have appeared on her legs as well. When Samantha goes to perform her role, she vomits black all over her co-actor. She's completely covered a journalist in black as well. Samantha goes and sits in her vanity. Zoe comes to meet her there. Samantha shows her the black bumps. Zoe says, "We will take care of that." She takes Samantha out of there with her. When they reach Zoe's apartment, Samantha learns that Hubert has been fired. Samantha asks about Chloe. Zoe says she has moved to Paris. When Zoe leaves, Samantha sneaks into the bathroom and calls those police officers. When she comes out, Zoe asks who she called. Samantha says, "No, I didn't make any call." Zoe says she wants to check her phone. Samantha says, "I want to go to the hospital." She asks Zoe, "Why do you want to keep me here?" Zoe says, "You need someone you trust." But Samantha doesn't trust anyone anymore. Zoe says, "This isn't right. You're not thinking about me at all. If you go out like this, what will happen to my stock prices and my brand?" But Samantha throws tea in Zoe's face and leaves. Her friend Lydia comes to help her. The two of them escape while avoiding Zoe's driver. Samantha stops Lydia in the car and goes herself to meet those 2 police officers. But from their conversation, it becomes clear that they both work for Zoe too. They say, "We can take you to a safe place and fix you. That's why we were looking for Chloe too." Just then, Zoe's driver arrives outside by the car. Samantha escapes from inside, using the bathroom as an excuse. The police officer follows her, but she gets away in a taxi. The automated taxi is only going 25 miles per hour. At this speed, the police will easily catch Samantha. But when they try to overtake Samantha, they get into an accident with a truck, and Samantha reroutes and gets away. She goes straight to Dr. Hubert. She shows him her black bumps. The doctor says, "We don't have much time, we need to go to the clinic." But Samantha says, "Do it here." Hubert gives Samantha painkillers. He prepares a mixed solution in the bathtub and puts a breathing mask on Samantha. He lays Samantha in the solution. Samantha writhes in pain. But when she wakes up in the morning, all her bumps are gone. Hubert brings breakfast for Samantha. He apologizes to her, saying, "There were a lot of things I didn't know about." But after Hubert leaves, Samantha's eyes fall on a medication with Chloe's name written on it. When Samantha asks Hubert about it, he tells her that, like her, Chloe also came to him for help, and during that time, they started a relationship. Hubert says, "I love her even now when she is." Samantha asks, "What happened?" She asks, "Did you do something to her?" Samantha realizes she's somewhere here. She starts calling out to her. Hubert tries to stop Samantha, so Samantha attacks him with a pocket knife. Chloe is locked in a room. Samantha gets scared just seeing a glimpse of her. When she comes back, Hubert has also been killed by someone from behind. They kidnap Samantha too. When Samantha regains consciousness, the shell company's lawyer and founder Dr. Thaddeus Brand are sitting in front of her. The lawyer says that Chloe is safe and they're treating her. He says they clearly mention these side effects in the NDA. But Samantha doesn't care about the NDA anymore. She's going to go out and expose their company. Just then, Zoe arrives. She says, "Do what you have to do. But what will happen to you after that? Your career will be over. Your psoriasis will come back too." They offer Samantha some shares and free lifelong treatment in exchange for staying quiet. Zoe says, "Take the offer, Sam. You have a chance to be a strong woman achieving full potential." But Samantha says, "Why? Why do I have to care whether I look amazing or not?" She realized that looking beautiful isn't everything. People like Zoe make them believe that so they can run their business. Samantha calls Zoe by her real name, Zoe Zilt, and rejects her offer. At this, Zoe has Chloe brought in. Dr. Brand explains that in Chloe's unique case, the lobster enzymes overpowered her human cells. So Chloe has now completely transformed into a giant lobster. And it's better for her to stay at the clinic. Chloe can see Samantha. Zoe thought the glass wouldn't break, but Chloe breaks through it and comes out. She kills both Dr. Brand and the lawyer. Samantha runs from there. Zoe chases after her. Samantha finds Lydia locked up right there. She frees her. But just then, Zoe's driver shows up, and in the next moment, Chloe kills him. Samantha and Lydia now run from Zoe. Zoe is searching for Samantha with an electric taser. She says, "It was me who got you cast in that movie, because no one would ever hire you after the treatment." Just then, Samantha attacks Zoe from behind. But at that moment, Chloe makes her entry. She moves toward Samantha. Zoe hides in a glass tube to save herself from Chloe. But Chloe goes and turns the system on. Zoe keeps screaming Samantha's name, but Samantha watches as she burns from the lasers inside that tube. Zoe dies right there. After this, the scene shifts forward in time. Samantha is working as an actress. She exposed the shell company to the world. The shell company still continued to run profitably, but now Samantha doesn't care about these beauty standards. Food still gets stuck in her teeth. And with that, friends, this story comes to an end right here. Let us know in the comments how you liked this explanation. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.